So I was wrong. For the last 40 days, I've been practicing German by Duolingo, and I thought it would be enough, my process, but I was wrong about it. Because I didn't have enough time to set up a full routine to learn German, so my thought was that it was gonna be enough. Today, with the help from an artist and philosopher, I understood why this is not going to work out for me. I would like to say that I am pretty impressed by the numbers of the channel. I didn't expect to get more than 100 views from my last video. So I would like to ask you a favor. I would like to know, who are you? Why are you here? How did you end up here in my video? What kind of content, what kind of videos do you enjoy watching in YouTube, so I can understand better why are you here and what are you looking for? Okay, so please put in the comment section what kind of videos do you enjoy watching here in YouTube, okay? So I've been using Duolingo for about 40 days. I lost my streak. This structure that I am using, it's a bit strange for us here in Brazil. This is something that I want to tell you before talking about Duolingo. We don't have this structure here in our language, in Portuguese. So it's pretty hard to explain to my students why do we use have in a sentence that is talking about the past, because have is the present form of the verb have. That's the beauty of teaching. You need to find a way. And that's the beauty of learning new things. You have to find a way that suits you. And I am here to talk to you about ways that suit me to learn new things. And what happened to my 40 days of Duolingo? What happened that I have stopped? I've been learning English all my life and I am fluent, and I never went to an English school in my life. My parents couldn't afford an English school. So what about this? Why am I fluent in English and why am I struggling in getting fluent with German language using an app? I believe in varied review. What is this? I think that one of the reasons that I became fluent in English 100% by myself, it's because I was always exposing myself to good content, a lot of examples of the same word. So I used to watch, and I am still doing this nowadays. I used to watch a lot of series and movies, and I've paid attention to a word. Oh, I choose a word and I've paid attention to that word. Oh, I see this word here, I see this word on that phrase. So I was moving that word inside my head in context. So when the time comes to use that word, I was able to use it. That for me is varied review. I've lost my 40-day streak. And that's the word of the day, streak. This is, I need to confess, this is a tough word for me. I am still making my varied review. I am still building my varied review. And why do we pronounce streak like this? And this word we pronounce steak. Streak has the same combination of vowels of steak. Why? I don't know. I don't have an answer for this. But what do I know is that now I know how to use the word streak, because I was going to make this video and I was searching for the best word to talk to you about my 40 days using Duolingo. And streak is a word that has a lot of meanings. But for us in this it means something that you do continuously. So this is a streak. And I already received a lot of review about the word steak, but I am still making my varied review about the word streak. Streak rhymes with street. So I am thinking about every time that I'm talking to you and using the word streak, I think about street. This is one of the ways to learn a new word, and you have to use it. And you are going to make mistakes, and this is normal. This is about learning. That's the learning process. You don't have to be ashamed of that. So I was using Duolingo, and as I said in a few videos before, Duolingo doesn't have a good varied review, in my opinion. Duolingo is not a bad app. I really enjoy Duolingo, but I miss the varied review, building vocabulary. And I understood why we need varied review. Varied review is about having fun. And I am reading a book from George Bataille, an artist and philosopher, and I read a quote from George Bataille, and I finally understood why I was getting bored using Duolingo. George Bataille says, "We are babblers when we limit the use of our language to utilitarian ways." I have lost my 40 days streak of practicing Duolingo because I was doing it in an utilitarian way. I did it with clear conscience. I want to start it again in a more artistic way, in a more creative way. Creativity is beauty and is art and is sacred.